So just what does NASA have up their sleeves? Now, they're throwing darts. I'm Jeffrey Darty, the Christian Whistleblower, and I'll be right back with more. NASA unveils plan to test asteroid defense technique, DART, D-A-R-T, set for launch in October 2022. I was trying to actually go to bed, and I saw this, and it just struck such a chord in me that I thought, I've got to take a look at this and make a video on it. Several things jump out at me. NASA unveiling a plan to test asteroid defense. It's set for launch in 2022. Of course, you gematria enthusiasts will notice 666. But this is from, where is this from? This is from clickorlando.com. How interesting is that? Dakin Andoni from CNN posted this article on July 1st, 2017. Humanity could face one less doomsday scenario if NASA has its way. On Friday, they announced plans to redirect the course of a small asteroid as part of the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART, according to a NASA press release. Now, NASA being highly secretive as they are, whenever they release something officially, you've got to wonder why, in a word. Now, the release notes that asteroids do hit Earth nearly every day, but most are small enough to burn up in the atmosphere. But the DART project is for asteroids that are too big to break up, those that could have severe consequences for Earth if they did hit. And this is what is known as a kinetic impactor technique. What it does is it strikes the asteroid to shift its orbit and defends against potential future asteroid impact, says Lindley Johnson, NASA Planetary Defense Officer in Washington, I would assume D.C. And this step advances the project towards a historic test with a non-threatening small asteroid. Now check this out. The target of the test is an asteroid called Didymus. Didymus, which is Greek for the twin. Didymus is also the plastic Jesus fake that was crucified instead of the Christ. Didymus is the one who was called the twin, looked just like the Christ. They crucified him instead of the Christ. So Didymus is the key to the greatest, arguably, the greatest deception ever in the history of mankind. And here is NASA using that name to apply it to this supposed asteroid destruction system. How interesting is that? In October 2022, as Didymus makes an approach near Earth, NASA's going to launch a refrigerator-sized spacecraft towards the asteroid. When the DART spacecraft and asteroid collide, the spacecraft will be traveling at 3.7 miles per second. The kinetic impact works by changing the speed of the threatening asteroid by a small fraction of its total velocity, doing it well before the predicted impact, so that this small nudge will add up over time to add to a big shift of the asteroid's path away from Earth. So why are they waiting till 2022? Do they know something about 2022 that they're not telling us? Now, I know this goes to Planet X, this goes to Nibiru, that whole scenario there, and it just makes you wonder. Back home, scientists are going to study the impact and its effect on Didymus B's orbit. DART's a critical step in demonstrating we can protect our planet. DART is a critical step in demonstrating we can protect our planet from a future asteroid impact. With DART, we can show how to protect Earth. With DART, we can show how to protect Earth from an asteroid strike by knocking out any hazardous object into a different flight path that would not threaten the Earth. Interesting, interesting stuff. So if they can perfect targeting objects as small as a small asteroid, then you could perfect targeting crafts of similar size, could you not? And if you can knock asteroids off their path, could you not theoretically begin to consider knocking a planetoid off its path, or even a Nibiru, a Marduk, a Planet X. And if you could successfully target a planetary body, and with relative pinpoint targeting as relates to the size of these asteroids compared to a planetoid, if you could hit an asteroid, you could certainly hit a planetoid or a planet in a space, in a place specific enough to perhaps not only move it out of the way, but destroy it if you could hit it in a place that would cause a fissure, or a place that would cause complete combustion and explosion of the body. So a lot of interesting stuff. Are they just doing it to protect us from the asteroids that are too big to burn up in the atmosphere? Is it something that is being geared for Planet X or Nibiru? Does NASA think it's going to happen in late 2022 or even 23, 24, 25? Do we have more time than some of the Nibiru experts, and I use that term advisedly, would have us to believe? Or is it all just one big Didymus? Is it all just one big false flag? And I guess the Nibiru expert would say, oh, they know it's going to wipe us out this year, so they're just trying to keep us all calm and let us think that there's a chance to defeat it, so we don't stampede and we don't raise a ruckus and go crazy. So a lot of interesting things to think about, a lot of interesting things to fuel conjecture, but I just thought it was worthy of sharing in an effort to help you unwind your mind, in an effort to help you unindoctrinate yourself. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. I'll be back later today with more information. And between now and then, let's be excellent to each other.